Welcome to my series where we learn how to make fully lined drawstring pouches. Each video contains a free downloadable pattern as well as written, video, and photograph instructions. Let's make a tomato drawstring pouch. This project is great for beginners and or for using up scrap fabrics. The materials needed are green fabric, red fabric, the free downloadable pattern, thread, thin ribbon, sewing machine or needle, pins and or sewing clips, scissors, an ironing board, and a safety pin or drawstring threader. Step 1. Prepare the pattern. Download the pattern and print it on standard 8.5 by 11 inch paper. Do not scale to fit. Ensure it prints at 100% to keep the dimensions accurate. Cut out the paper templates. Step 2. Cut your fabric. For the red fabric, fold the fabric in half, right sides together. Pin the pattern and cut through both layers. You will have 2 identical pieces. For the green fabric, pin the fabric in half, right sides together. Trace the pattern and cut through both layers. You will have 2 identical pieces. For the optional keychain loop, pin and cut 1 single layer using the loop pattern piece. Step 3. Prepare the green fabric. To start, ensure that the small slits were cut on the zigzag edge shown on the pattern. On the zigzag edge, carefully fold and iron flat to create a finished edge on each triangle. Repeat for the other panel. Step 4. Attaching the green and red fabric. Lay the red fabric in front of you with the right side of the fabric facing up. Overlap the green zigzag edge onto the straight red fabric edge. The corners of the red fabric should line up with the exterior edge of the middle green rectangle. Pin in place. Sew along the zigzag edge. Repeat for the second set of pieces. As an optional step, trim off the extra red fabric from the interior. Step 5. Create the ribbon casing edge. This step ensures the side openings for your drawstrings look clean and don't fray. At the center rectangle, measure and cut 1/2 inch horizontal slits into the seam allowance at all 4 corners. You will make 4 cuts. Fold the raw edge of each slit and 1/2 inch towards the wrong side and iron. Open that fold. Tuck the raw edge in to meet the crease you just made and fold again. This is also known as a double fold. Iron flat. Top stitch the small folded flaps down to secure them. Repeat 3 more times for all casing openings. Step 6. Prep the tomato top. Take 1 panel and fold in half, bringing the top raw edge down towards the center seam, right sides facing out. Iron the top fold flat. Sew a line to close the rectangular section. Sew a second line 1/2 inch down from the top folded edge. Sew a top stitch very close to the top folded edge. Repeat for the other panel. Step 7. Make the keychain loop. Fold the small rectangle in half lengthwise, right side out, and iron a center crease. Open it up and fold both long raw edges inward to meet the center crease. Iron flat. Fold the piece in half again along the original center crease and iron. Top stitch down both long sides to close the loop. Fold the strip in half and sew the raw ends together to form a loop. Step 8. The final assembly. Lay one panel flat, right side facing up. Pin or iron the tomato top down flat against the green fabric. Place your keychain loop in your preferred spot, making sure it is tucked inside, pointing towards the center. Place the second panel on top, right sides facing together. Align all edges and pin or clip thoroughly. Step 9. Sew and trim. Sew around the entire perimeter of the pouch. Leave a 3-inch opening at the very bottom of the green lining fabric for turning. Using pinking shears, trim the seam allowance around the edges, being careful to not cut your stitches. You also can make small slits around the edge if you do not have a pinking shear. Step 10. The finishing touches. Turn the pouch right side out through the 3-inch opening. Hand stitch or machine stitch the 3-inch opening closed. Push the green fabric into the red fabric to form the pouch. Step 11. Add the drawstring. Cut your ribbon into two 20-inch pieces. Using a safety pin or drawstring threader, thread the first ribbon through the front casing and continue through the back casing until it exits on the same side it started. Tie the knots. Repeat with the second ribbon, but start and end on the opposite side. Pull both knots to close your tomato pouch. For the free downloadable pattern, written instructions, and photograph references, check out the tutorial on the Create Within Reach blog. Happy crafting!